There we go. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Lunch Meet TM 24 finals between Johnny and Dutch. Johnny's on the red side, or Johnny's on the blue side. Dutch is on the red side. He's no wait. Oh my God! I just see Namor. All right. One second here. And all right, so Johnny's on the red side. He's playing this list. It's in Longshanks. It's a Cabal list. He's got Namor Zemo in here as well, so we could flex between Thanos or going wider. And on the other side, it's Namor and it's Invaders. Dutch is playing typically, and he's got Namor. He's got a bunch of shield characters, a bunch of splashes. Both these lists are on Longshanks in the page. Let's let them roll. And all right. All right, so yeah, joining me on commentary, I always like to have a player that's better than me because it just makes the stream that much better. Today, the exception that breaks the rule. Nobility, how's it going?
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. But yeah, obviously, no, dude. Of course, I'm saying that as a joke because you're such a great player. Love having you on commentary. And when you're not on commentary and you're in the comments, you always call out. You're always good at catching the things that I miss. So I love having you here beside me to catch me in real time.
Yeah, it's easier to see things when you're not like directly involved in the game, right?
Yeah, of course. Yes, of course. That is a big call out to make when we're streaming these games. Is that when you're in it, it's hard to see the bigger picture or like see different lines of play, and make the best possible decision because it's just crazy being in it. But yeah, what do you think of the matchup here? Invaders versus the Red Skull Cabal.
Well, I'm thinking that Johnny's probably pretty happy because they pulled Research Station. So he's getting his restricted extract that he's got in this list.
Yeah.
Wait, is that Dutch's extract?
Oh, actually, you know what?
Uh,
Let's see the
it
results.
is.
Okay, they
Oh,
might have both had it then.
no. Johnny has two
Oh no,
restricted.
so Dutch won priority and chose extracts. That's what happened.
Oh, well
Look at
then
that.
Dutch is
Yeah,
happy, I guess.
I guess so. But I mean,
Uh,
like Johnny, I'm sure he's not complaining. Uh,
yeah, that's interesting. Because Thanos Cabal surely doesn't mind playing researcher.
so we're gonna see 15. Like I can't imagine us not seeing 15 here, right? You just get to play Zemo, Red Skull, and Thanos, and then you play, and then on the Invader side, it might be like Namor, Nick Fury Jr., Black Widow, Crimson Dynamo. That's what actually Dutch played that against me on 15 threat at an event 3 weeks back. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that situation come out again. But maybe Dynamo gets swapped for Shang-Chi or something. Like a couple of swaps might
Yeah.
happen, but
Yeah, this will be really interesting to see actually because I've played this matchup several times, like with defenders at 15, into like a Thanos Cabal list.
yeah.
And I don't mind it so much because like of the offensive rerolls, and I kind of just throw Namor into Thanos to ignore his DR.
Yeah.
Um, but I would imagine invaders don't really want to do that because that's your leader and you don't have your reroll bubble like the entire time if you're doing that. So I'll be curious to see Dutch's strategy.
Yeah. Well, Dutch is a really good player. I mean, Johnny, we know he's been around and he's been on these lunch meet things for a long time and joined a lot of commentaries. You can always hear his perspective on a lot of games. So he's been, yeah. So we know what Johnny's all about. He's playing a really great list here, and but Dutch is he's broken over. They're playing 17. He's broken through quite a bit in the last few months. He was at WTC with the Montreal guys and so I think they placed like top eight or eighth or seventh place in on WTC, I believe. Maybe I could be mistaken, but they did really
Yeah.
well either way. And then
Yeah.
and also he just went to top eight, I believe. Seventh, yeah, there you go. Simon in the chat, we got seventh. They got seventh, so that's awesome. So Dutch was part of that team, and then he was
Yep.
recently in the top eight in this most recent TTS season. So, and he's been playing Invaders. He's played like over I think over 100 games of Invaders. So, um, it's gonna
He's
be pretty interesting to see him play.
Yeah, he's been on a really good run lately. So this should be a good game, even though I don't think Johnny minds the crisis pull. I'm willing to bet we just see the Thanos Zemo Red Skull 15 plus a 2 threat, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's Nebula to help punch through those defenses.
Right, that's fair. The only downside of Nebula here, she can't interact, and with meteors, it's you can like Dutch could maybe force the fight to be on one side of one meteor section, or maybe one team can do that. And let's see, it's very interesting if you can interact with meteors, but then force the fight to the other side of the board, where that meteor is just going to be gaining you points throughout the game. It could put late game point pressure on a team, and basically require them to do too much too late in the game. And so yeah, having 17 though means that Widow, if Dutch plays what I thought he was going to play, which would have been Namor Fury and then sixth threat, it means that he now gets to play Namor Fury and eighth threat. So that'll
Yeah.
change things.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see what comes out for Dutch. He is not running Time Namor, which I know is pretty popular for invaders, so he has a little more wiggle room on the threat there. I don't know. Yeah, I don't play a lot of these models often, but I have to imagine that maybe like Dynamo you think twice about bringing into like Thanos who can just displace him with portals and stuff like that to make the disruption field less useful. So maybe not Dynamo would be my first thought.
Yeah, it's interesting because like if Dynamo does come out and then Johnny brings ends up bringing Cosmic Obliteration, not only can Red Skull like remove the shock, but also hit like a root on Dynamo, just absolutely brutal, right? So and then
Yeah.
the displacement from Thanos, yeah, like you're saying, like so. All right, here we go. Let's see. I'll go over the squads that have been brought here. So Johnny is bringing five wide. He's got Red Skull,
Ooh.
Zemo, and then a Rogue Agent, Winter Soldier, with Namor and Nebula. So he's got a reroll bunker he's trying to set up with Survival, Lima Baron, Sacrifice, Soldat, and Cosmic Obliteration. And then on Dutch's side, he's got Namor, Fury, Shang-Chi, and Steve Rogers, Captain America, Steve Rogers, Invaders, Sitrep, Chi Mastery, and the Sky, Brace for Impact. Nobility, what do you think of either squad?
I'm a little surprised on Johnny's side. I mean, I know he likes his wide cabal. He plays it really well. So, I mean, I guess it's not that much of a surprise. But with researcher, I just really would have thought Thanos was coming out. I like Duchess squad. I like it a lot, especially given that there's no Thanos here. I think his defenses are going to hold up pretty well, at least early on, because he's got. I mean, I guess you kind of have to worry about like Shang versus Bucky, but he can probably close that distance fairly fast as long as he doesn't just let it happen right away. And then he should be pretty set unless Johnny's dice just go pretty hot right away.
Yeah, the Winter Soldier is very good against Shang-Chi before he gets too close. So let's see. Yeah, I agree. That's something to watch for to see if Shang-Chi goes down early and outside of range 4, outside of range 3, or even outside of range 4 of Bucky. Bucky's got Soldat, which means that you're gonna see if Dutch puts any characters on the midline, you're gonna see Bucky activate while within range 2 of Red Skull to gain himself a power at the beginning of the round, allowing him to play a Hydra Tactics, which will give him that extra little movement boost to maybe get a double tap to get a bunch of attacks in round 1. But so let's see how Johnny places. Of course, like that, the positioning of Red Skull and Winter Soldier is pretty important for deployment. There's no safe grab here, so both these Namors are looking to just flip points and hit those stagger conditions, and maybe do a bit of bunker busting later in the game with that. What is it? Wave of turtles, maybe.
Yeah. Yep. No, that's a pretty good way to bust up a bunker. I mean,
Octopus grasp.
you generally uh, want to do it on a round where Namor has like 6 power because you want to be able to charge in and then do it. You don't want to just have to walk and then spender, right? And you
Yeah.
don't want to risk whiffing the attack, and then your Namor's just doing nothing for a round, basically. Um, so yeah, like round round 3 on is when I expect that to be a pretty big threat from either side, because they both can do it. Um, I almost wonder if Johnny was expecting a much wider um, field squad here, and that's why he went wider.
Right,
Because he
right.
also brought survival, which isn't gonna be.
It'll work out for him, right? He's probably
Yeah.
not gonna have priority, all like the whole right because he's 5 wide, so he's gonna. So it's better for him to have
Yeah,
survival here, I think. I mean,
yeah,
Nebula. It'll be like something like Nebula plays it. If he whoever Johnny plays too aggressively, basically, it'll allow him to play survival. Ideally, allow him to play survival and like get one at least one last activation out of them, or allow them to rotate out of danger and keep them on the board. So I don't see survival like it's in a lot of tens, but I don't see it in too many fives. So it'll
yeah.
be really cool if we get to see an optimal timing on survival and it hit like all the check marks that you would hope it hits. So we'll see if that comes up.
Yeah, Nebula does seem like a really good user of it since it only costs her 2 power. So like if she's coming back from a daze, that's not going to stop her from spindering most likely, and she like punches so hard when she's hitting someone with an objective.
Yeah, exactly. Also, the card survival forces the player to plays it to drop an objective, and Nebula, of course, can't interact. So there's no that downside is completely gone.
It will be funny to see if like he does that though, and then Dutch just kills the survival target with Namor, right?
Oh frick! Yes, I forgot about that. Yes, yes, that's right. Yeah, and Brady's mentioning in the chat too. Is that of course yes, Namor, his ability that what is it called? Where
Atlantean might.
Atlantean Might. So damage caused by this character's attacks and effects cannot be reduced or prevented by superpowers or team tactic cards. Meaning, Namor can still he can ignore that card's that the reason you play the card basically. So that's
Yeah,
very good call on that one. I would be excited to see that happen too.
yeah.
uh,
A lot of people, myself included, were not expecting the ruling to go that way, but
I mean,
it did,
when I
and
read it,
I've
it
taken
makes
advantage of it.
sense. I mean, it says prevented, can't prevent damage. I don't know. I guess what the wording of survival is. I haven't read it too many times. The character cannot be damaged by enemy effects.
Yeah, I thought it
It's
might
too
go the other way just because it says they can't be damaged like straight up. It's not like they're reducing the damage, it's just they can't be reduced.
preventing. It doesn't say the word preventing, which
Yeah.
is the wordage on Namor. Yeah, I can see how it felt like a broader this like an overruling type of trump card situation,
Yeah.
but I mean I can see it both ways. So yeah, this is one of those things where you just got to keep up to date on the forums and rulings to make sure you don't uh,
And
fall into a little bit of an accidental trap or something.
it looks like Dutch chose Steve Rogers to be his leader, which is cool. I like the resurgence of Steve Rogers since Invaders. Well, not really a resurgence. The first time we're ever seeing
I
Steve
know.
Rogers
Yes,
be
yes.
seriously
He has
used,
launched.
right?
His model has launched into the game. That's right. That's right. The yes, I
No.
have Simon in the chat saying objectively correct choice. I agree. My thought on that is that you're taking. You're taking that much little extra heat that Namor has off of him,
Yeah.
and redirecting the decision making on who to put damage into. You're spreading it more across your team. So
Yep.
yeah, that's right.
100%.
Yeah.
I do, and Steve Rogers is probably a decent pick for researcher too, because like on your left is always online since there are no extracts to hold, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. But yeah, I think I've seen Dutch use Steve Rogers pretty well in some of his games, and I know like Ron, who has been doing pretty well with Shield, has
Right.
used him pretty well. So yeah, he's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, that's it is pretty cool. Yeah, the on your left allows you to get 2 attacks in pretty much all the time. Yeah, and with so he has the flurry trigger, so that's the wild shield. We'll look out for that. That's on his builder, range 3, so it's decent. It got and it's yeah on your left. We'll get him into the action. but it's the compounding effect of also getting like the rerolls with Namor, and will help him. So does he getting? Is he getting? He just gets one reroll, right? Like his invaders team is gonna get one offensive reroll as long as they're within two of Namor.
Correct.
But
Yeah,
they
because
but they can
the
ignore
leadership is
skulls, which
defense.
is ignoring the skulls while within two of another character, which is means if you're within two of Namor, like you're
Yeah.
getting the reroll, you're also getting the leadership. Oh, hold on.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I see it now. Yeah. Okay. So yes. So Steve getting to reroll one will help him proc the trigger, get more attacks in, and more damage through. Shang-Chi getting a reroll on his attacks is can't hurt.
Dutch is sit repping. Looks like he's sit repping up Shang-Chi.
Who just paid for that? How do wait? Hold on. How
It was Steve. Steve paid
Steve?
for it.
It's a one cost card.
It is. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. I for some reason in my mind I thought it was two, but yeah, that's
Yeah, I
that's
learned that the hard way when Vince knocked me with it with Hulk at Carlcon. That
right,
was,
right, right.
yeah, you just do it right away, and all of a sudden Hulk's at midfield.
Yeah, that's very intimidating. All right, so he did. Yeah, so here we go. Vodka Blitz in the chat calling him NASCAR Steve because his the acronym for his card is SRCASR, which is close enough. If you squint, it says NASCAR. So there we go. That's where it's coming from, and he's fast. I mean, it's thematic with on your left and all that. So okay, so he's placed. Dutch has placed Namor behind this size 2 sarcophagus. He's sit-repped Shang-Chi up. He's also there beside him. And then Steve Rogers is in cover in front of Namor on the sarcophagus. So he's keeping his characters a little back right now and hoping to maybe get some midline attacks with Nick Fury and the Grunts. Or he's hoping that is the case, Dutch is. But let's see what Johnny does. He's also flipped a point with Namor. So they both flip points with Namor. And Johnny's looking to take the next activation here.
Yeah, so he sit repped up Shang so that he can walk to the midpoint at the towards the end of the round and ideally push someone off with the five elements fist.
Yeah,
Is what I'm
that's
thinking.
right. Yeah, that's it's interesting because so Dutch has three models left. He's got the grunts as well, and so until he activates the grunts, which he's doing it now, then he wouldn't have been able to pass because the grunts count as a model when determining priority and all that. So he's just throwing the grunts right on the points. They do count for the researcher because
Yeah.
their card specifically says that they can interact with extracts or they cannot interact with secures. Is I think how it works.
Yeah.
The cannot contest secures, and they don't have to pay when interacting with civilian or assets. So basically, the shield agents cannot do anything with the meteor, but they can contest the researcher. Nick Fury is also in cover here. He's ready to shoot down right at the midline, but the main thing Dutch was concerned about was making sure the shield agents ended up within range 3 of Nick Fury, because inevitably they will likely take damage, which will fuel Nick Fury's power economy, and it will allow him to have Eye in the Sky online on round 2. That's what Dutch is thinking here when he is setting up this bubble. Of course, this reroll bubble that he's setting up too is making sure that all of his characters get the benefit of the leadership when possible.
Yeah, so I'd expect to see Bucky probably go because he wants to activate Bucky before Red Skull, and then he can shoot the grunts. Okay, well I'm wrong. It's Zemo. Oh, he might be setting up more rerolls for Bucky.
Okay,
Uh,
he's just gonna have a Bucky rolling 4 dice, two with a skull crits and double reroll.
yeah. The
Um,
problem here for Johnny is that like there's really no way to win the researcher this round. Like the best he can hope to do is tie it if he's not putting Zemo on it.
yeah. I mean, if you put Zemo on it, like he just gets kicked off of it anyway, though, right? So he's
Right,
like,
but the other issue is that if
mm,
he doesn't have two models on it, like Zemo, and then Red Skull activating last to get on it, then it just pretty much guarantees that Dutch wins it.
yeah,
Because if he only has the one, then he just gets pushed off.
yeah, it's fair. Johnny's models are kind of fragile. I mean, Namor is the toughest model he has with 7/7. He's got the rerolls and all that, so I would say he's tough in this circumstance, especially with cover. But the rest of the
Uh,
models are just like they're not. There's nothing special about their defensive tech that we haven't seen before. All right, so
well, I think he just killed the grunts.
all right, that was the second. That was was that his second action
No, I think he Hydra
right
tactics off
away?
of Namor, yeah,
Okay,
because he got
so
the power from Soldat. Now he's shooting maybe Nick Fury in cover.
yeah, he's got three here with a reroll coming in.
Bucky's doing pretty well here.
Or is he done? Maybe he's done
Start
his
off.
rolls. Oh, it looks like Dutch already did his rerolls. I think it looks like Johnny's done his, so it looks like we're seeing one damage through on Fury with a bleed.
And rapid fire, yeah, he hit the wild.
All right, so Dutch does not have med pack or
Um,
battlefield medicine online.
well, Bucky's hot.
Oh, holy crap, that is insane. This is the rapid fire because he got the wild. The wild is both a bleed and a rapid fire. But
Doesn't
though don't
pick up the
convert.
reroll. He's blocking 3 again. Okay, so he's escaping here.
Oh wow, wow. Yeah, that could have been that could have been bad. But
I mean, that's what the invaders are supposed to do, right? Convert
yeah,
those rerolls.
yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. Well, I mean, decent turn for Bucky putting the bleed on Nick Fury, just like the pressure. And like I said, no battlefield medicine, so Dutch is going to have to shake conditions if he doesn't want to keep them, or like his characters can daze, right? So, all right, Shang-Chi has to go here, but Johnny hasn't given him any real good targets, so he might just be. Hmm. Do you what do you do? You
Uh,
attack Nebula here and get off the points, and then you man.
that's really
Dude, this is
scary.
tricky. Johnny's got a range 3 on. I was just gonna say that he's got the range 3 on Winter Soldier. He's about to. He might use Winter Soldier's power
Yep.
here, with Red Skull to teleport himself and get double shots into Shang-Chi range 4.
Yeah,
Um,
he's rolling on the meteor, and then I guess he'll decide from there. Oh, and he's taking a damage. Yeah, I don't know that I would want Shang-Chi going out on his own like that.
oh yeah. So okay.
I mean,
So
he's got Eye
now you
online,
run
but
away. He's running
um,
away. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Shang-Chi,
I
dude.
think that's smart
It's funny. It's
because
funny. This
I
is like the play. This is not a play pattern I'm usually watching.
yeah
But
I
yeah, I
wouldn't
agree.
be surprised to see Johnny just let that researcher go unclaimed, but we'll see.
Yeah. I think Johnny might be motivated here to put Red Skull
Ooh,
within range 2 of Bucky again because it gives Red Skull cover. I mean, maybe he goes in the building and doesn't need to worry about that, but and then if you attack Red
uh,
Skull, Bucky can clap back for 2 power. So maybe you save Bucky's power, or it looks like he's using
yeah.
it.
Yeah, he's just gonna put everything into Shang here. Shang isn't in 2 of
Oh, I thought
Namor,
I thought
so
Shang-Chi was I thought Shang-Chi was going to move back. Now my whole plan of what I thought was going to happen is wildly different. Okay.
Johnny's doing his black magic with bending tools. Yeah, I think you just go all in on Shang-Chi here. Port yourself up, double tap him. I don't think you care if you go down 3 VPs here with a pretty good attrition lead.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, hitting like if you don't get Shang-Chi here, hitting him with a shock would be just as would be pretty bad too.
And like if he burns the power on Eye in the Sky, like I don't think you're too upset about it. Then you just reassess. Maybe you walk on the researcher. I don't know.
I wouldn't put Red Skull. If no one's on the
Yeah, probably.
researcher, I'd be thrilled about that if I was
Yeah,
Johnny.
that's true. You stay by Bucky for Soldat and all of that.
Yeah, man. I
I
played
wonder if
Bucky.
there's a place where he can like I don't know what the range because Red Skull places 3. I wonder if he could put himself like outside of 3 of Shang and in 4 of Nick to where he could just double tap Nick instead if he eyes.
Well, he's just teleported himself, so let's see what the range is. But looks like yeah,
Oh,
just well, that was good range there.
yeah, that oh, but he's just
Oh, just out. Yeah, so he measured exactly what you were saying. Best case scenario was, and he
yeah.
was just out. But let's see. I mean, there it goes. Eye in the Sky is being played on Shang-Chi, and so he's gonna move out of range 4.
Well, maybe he just puts him closer and still on the researcher. That's
Oh,
ballsy.
interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. I like the style points at
Oh
least if
man,
it doesn't work
dude,
out.
dude, because he's Dutch. If Dutch wins this, then it wins the researcher. He just pulls it right back into the bunker and maybe like runs Nick. I don't know, runs Shang-Chi
Yeah.
away. I don't know. Like, it is. That's I did not expect this, but yeah, it's very cool, very interesting to see if it works out. Triple block.
Yep, Johnny's gonna push damage here. I may have not rerolled that because now Shang-Chi has enough power to throw Red Skull if he takes no damage on the second one. You were already getting 1 and a shock. You would have been 100% safe from getting thrown if you didn't reroll that.
Yes, that's I like that. Very good point. Like yeah, if Red Skull.
Uh,
Oh, he's doing a terrain throw. He's gonna play. Oh, this is good though. Oh my goodness, it's very smart of
uh,
of Johnny to
yeah,
do that.
if he braces, then yeah.
He's rolling it. Yeah, Dutch is rolling it. Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, Shang's got
Oh,
4
look at that, dude.
physical.
I think he's live.
Oh yeah, he's
Takes
only
only
taking 1
one.
from that.
Oh my gosh, he's at 1 health. This is actually so risky. This is funny. The amount of risk here for Johnny is substantial. But the payoff it could be massive. So you're going for it. Did he? I don't think he popped his leadership, right?
He did
Only
not.
2 right
Uh,
now with a crit. If he
he's
pops it,
popping it.
okay.
3.
Oh, he got him.
Oh, he did him.
Yeah, he got him. That would have been massive for Dutch if he got that, I think. But Johnny's setup proving to
Yep.
be. Oh yeah, he also had the Namor and Zemo rerolls. So
Yeah.
that was totally justified popping that skull there. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think Johnny's probably feeling pretty good now.
Okay, so it looks like 2-1 for Dutch. This game, the points don't matter. Points don't matter anymore. I mean, this game is in purely attrition. It's scoring. It's going to score too low. That as long as you keep a reasonable pace with each other, it's really going to come down to who outlasts the other. And
I really like both of their decisions there all around, though. It just
yes,
worked out for Johnny.
I agree. It was very clever play from Dutch that with massive payoff. And yeah, sometimes you take those. Sometimes you risk it for the biscuit. And yeah,
However, now he's in this awkward spot where, like, I is not going to be online right away. So like Dutch needs to have a really good first activation.
yeah.
He does still get to move the researcher
Oh,
since he's
that's a
still
good
securing it. And,
call out. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yes, good call. Because the researcher getting the points for the researcher and moving it are in 2 separate sequences that you have to check, both in the cleanup and then the power phase. In this case, moving the researcher is a power phase check. So this happened before on stream too, and I was caught off guard by that too. I think. But yeah, have you've played researcher enough to know that, or like just have experience with that, or what?
Yeah, I ran researcher for like the past year in my defender, so it's come
Right.
up a couple times.
Yeah, yeah. It's this is the first 2 times that I can recall it ever happening to me that I can personally remember. So it's caught me off guard. Shang-Chi just charged into the bunker here. Let's see if he's going to. Who's he going into here? 2 dice. So is it Bucky?
Uh, it is Bucky, yes.
Okay. Well,
He
he
did
got
not
no
get a
no
stagger.
stagger. Yeah. But he
He's gonna
is
push
going
and
to.
stun Namor.
Exactly. Yes. Very, very good. I think that's good. And he's going to be stunned too.
Namor does already have 3 power though, so he will be able to charge. That's important.
Okay. Yeah. Brady in the chat asking who brought researcher. Dutch won. I think Dutch won priority, and I think he chose extracts and got
Yes.
researcher. I believe that to be correct. So yes.
Um, yeah, Dutch was definitely hoping for a spike there on Bucky right away. But I agree with just throwing Shang into the middle of everyone and saying deal with me at close range or move away.
But you do have to go into. I think you do have to go into Bucky here. He is sacrificing it into Red Skull, so
Yep.
Red Skull cannot modify his dice, which means the Soldat card doesn't give him cover right now. But
Well, he doesn't need it if Dutch doesn't roll a single
oh
hit.
my goodness, oh that is suboptimal. Where's Zemo? Good question. Zemo's right over here. I could top down this view here.
So I would imagine he's. Oh, he gets the Soldat counterattack.
Yes, that's right. Oh yeah. So Bucky just paid 2 for the counter, but it looks like it's blocked. Did Shang-Chi did pay 3 here for Wild Goose chases the flock.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Wild Goose leaves the flock, so now Shang-Chi gets to move short and then place Bucky range 1 of that, which is
So
fun.
I wonder if they messed up the ordering here, because Shang-Chi should have been able to use his 5 elements fist before the Bucky attack. Uh, and it's important because
Hmm.
Bucky, I guess Bucky didn't get the bleed on him. It would have been important because like Shang's able to remove conditions with the 5 elements fist, right?
Yeah. Yes, that's right. He is. Yep. Is it still called 5 Element Fist?
It
64
is.
infinite palms.
It is not.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Cleansing strike. And yeah, one inch punch is still there.
Okay, so it looks like they got the order right because he just didn't do anything after that.
Yeah,
I guess he chose not to like push anyone or anything. Um,
yeah. Okay,
which
so this also the one thing important to note or something interesting is that Bucky now won't get the Soldat heal and power gain if he activates now because he's not within Red Skull, and but he is within one of Shang-Chi, so he would get a reroll on all of his attacks if he did attack Shang-Chi. So a couple interesting little synergies or effects of that last activation.
we're seeing an immediate attack. So what is this?
Maybe Red Skull into Shang-Chi. It probably is because it's energy defense into Shang-Chi, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think did he pop this failure? He might have popped that failure and not convert it though. So I think he's at 3 into 1 takes 2 on Shang-Chi from Red Skull. Yeah, there it goes. So
He did pop it because he just took the power off.
okay. And all right, yeah, the getting energy like attacking 3 dice with blanks is not very intimidating. I mean, I used to be intimidated by that, but then you just kind of go into it.
Yeah. Now if he attacks him again, Shang-Chi has Wild Goose online again.
Is he range 2 of Red Skull though? I think you have to play it on range 2.
It's close.
It
He
is.
might
It
not
is.
be.
It is close. Shang-Chi blocks only 1, and he's taking 2 currently with
You got him.
got him. Shang-Chi is KO'd on first activation for Johnny around 2. So that's man, Johnny is on a roll right now, man. I mean,
He's out for blood.
yeah, he's won like I think 4 of these lunch meets for like he's kind of good at this game, so he's making a lot of right decisions, and Dutch has made a lot of great decisions too, and they just the dice didn't follow through with the smart plays Dutch was trying to enable.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's rough. Like, what do you do now? Like, because if you send someone into attack, then you're you're just sitting there in between his whole team that hasn't activated.
Yeah,
Like, I guess you can pass.
I mean, Dutch still does have some sort of clock, I guess. Yeah. So I mean, of course, this is a recoverable position, but things do need to go into Dutch's favor. He can pass here, right? He can still pass.
Yeah.
So it looks like Johnny is still measuring. I think he's determining where he wants to put Red Skull. Did he pay the power? Looks like he did. So
Yeah.
he's gonna be using his what is it called? A reshape. No, it's nothing is beyond my reach to get a range 3 place on himself, and
Yep.
he's doing
That'll
that
put
to
him.
set up the protection. So now Red Skull has cover because he's within 2 of Bucky, and if Bucky activates, he'll heal and gain a power. So great. It's Soldat card is coming in handy. I think it seems to be the case.
Yep. Uh, doesn't look like Namor's in range to be able to like charge Bucky. But he could like guard Nebula, hope to one shot her, which isn't wild. Like she's only got 4 health. And then surf towards Bucky and maybe Spender. Um,
Does Namor have sorry, is there like a tool you would use to determine if Namor could charge and reach a range to like reach with his spender? Or is that beyond the current tool's range? Like, is there anything would do to measure that other than the long? I guess you would just use the
I
long tool and then a range 2 and then guess how big the base is. Like,
Yes,
okay,
I use the old-fashioned tool of eyeballing it.
yeah, yeah, I do. I'm an eyeballer too. I can't do any of this whole bending tools and things. It's
No.
all eyeball.
Yep, I'm not familiar with the black magic, so I just eyeball it all.
Yes, yeah.
I think he walked and rolled on the meteor, maybe? Yeah, he missed it. He got 3 shields.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, Zemo has 0 power,
He says, I'm going to come back here for
and
more rerolls.
he does have I am a Baron, but Johnny's maybe saving it for to heal Zemo or to get a pretty significant power gain in round 3 or 4. Let's see.
Yeah, there's no reason to blow resources right now. You're ahead.
Yeah. That was was that on your left? That was not on your
No.
left because he only had 1 power. Got it. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we're just getting a shield throw from Dutch. He needs the shield and the wild for the rapid fire. He's
Did not
gonna.
get it.
No, he does not.
And he's going to come up 1 short of a daze.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's too bad. He will on your left, right back home. It looks like.
Get within 1 of the researcher again. That's the whole idea.
I don't think he can while standing on there, and
Oh yeah.
he's
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe he never could. I'm surprised if he when he did the move the researcher. I'm surprised he didn't try to make that happen, make that work.
yeah. I think he was more concerned with bringing it as far away
Hmm.
from Johnny's models as possible.
That's very
So he did it
reasonable.
like directly straight away from Red Skull.
Okay, so look, yeah, that's very fair. The looks like Bucky's gonna go. He's gonna hydro tactics off of someone to get ranged attacks into the
Yeah.
character of his choice. Fury doesn't have Eye in the Sky online right now, so he's bleeding as well. So maybe he goes into him. Let's see what the dice say. But both characters roll 4, so we'll have to figure it after.
Yeah. Bucky still rolling decent. Hasn't hit the rapid. Now he hits the rapid.
Okay.
Zemo helped him out there.
But
The cover is
4.
going to mean no damage, so
Yeah,
um, I'd imagine this isn't a Fury since they didn't put a bleed on Cap.
that's right. Yeah, yes, look like it. Okay. Rapid fire. Did he pop the skull? It looks like he might have. Let's find out after.
If he did, he's got 4.
Into 1 because the double skull. Or sorry, 2. So 2 damage into Fury. That's what. Yep, that's what we're seeing.
Yep.
And there's the power spend for the leadership. So now Bucky gets the rapid fire into Nick Fury, and it looks like we're not seeing an Eye in the Sky situation.
Bucky finally rolls poorly.
one thing that has gotten me before was that if you play a card like Eye in the Sky or Escort to Safety or things like that that give your opponent the ability to take their action back, you could
Mhm.
hold on. I'm just oh wait I make sure I got this right. Like you can play that card and they if on the rapid fire and they can get their action back. Is that true?
Yep. Yeah, it is.
Okay, I need to check the wording on that because the I don't know. It feels weird. I've heard some other rulings that confuse me. All right.
Yeah, because you're canceling an attack, and the
Oh no,
card
here's what it
specifically
is.
says
It's
if.
the attacker may make another action. So you're not
Yeah.
yeah, okay. It wasn't something like the action getting refunded. It's you just basically are granted a new action. So
Correct. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's how you can get caught if you like escort safety or play Eye in the Sky on a rapid fire attack. Uh, like you basically took the initial attack for free.
Yeah. So it looks like
Yeah,
Dutch.
Nate in the chat is mentioning good call on that one. Yeah.
It looks like Dutch let Johnny have a bit of leeway there because Johnny put the activated token on Bucky, and then I think he decided he wanted to or forgot to Hydra Tactics, and then backed up Bucky.
Oh, really? He didn't take two attacks and then do another Hydra? Are we
Uh,
sure? Did we see the power
yeah,
spend? He did.
yeah,
No, he
yeah.
did that.
So he did that. I'm saying he put the activated token on Bucky,
Uh
and
huh.
then afterwards he Hydra Tactics. So I don't know if like they called it out beforehand or what.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, you got to work that out between the players. The Johnny is yeah. So Johnny's Winter Soldier is behind lines. That's like basically the play pattern you do with Winter Soldier. You get him in there. You position your character that you want to bounce off of just out of range, and then it allows Bucky to hop within range, get a couple shots in, and hop back. It's very cool play pattern. And it works really well for games like this that are low scoring, where you don't have to engage on the middle of the board. Uh, if you don't want to, and it's like a shooting it's like both sides are trying to shoot at each other, and this is like no man's land. And you got a character on Johnny's side who has like a range 5 rifle. It's just funny to picture. Okay, Nebula.
Yeah, Nick just called in the grunts on the researcher and called it a day.
Oh wait, hold on, sorry, what am I? Oh, I see, that's all he did. Oh yeah, because he had no
And yeah,
targets. Okay,
yeah,
so
he didn't want to
Nebula,
walk up and
did
do
Nebula just
EV.
move there and is attacking?
Yeah, I don't know who she's attacking.
If she doesn't attack the grunts, she doesn't get rerolls. So
So it looks like grunts because he's taking rerolls,
okay.
and they do die.
Okay, that's good. This is good. When you go against shield, you do not want to let Fury activate while the grunts are on the board or have enough power to put the grunts on the board and like double spender you, because that is an insane amount of dice. So shutting down the grunts from ever getting an attack in is it goes along with what Johnny wants to do
Yeah.
to win the game. So I think that's smart target prioritization. Okay.
Namor is charging Nebula and failing miserably.
Oh no. And Nebula triple crits. Oh
Yep.
yeah, this is Johnny is just he's like, I want this to happen, and then it does. Okay, all right. Let's see. I think it's just going again.
Yep. Um, Looks
Oh
like she's
man.
taken two this time. Which I don't like. That's not the end of the world for Dutch. Like he'd like to daze her so he can remove her next round, but she's not scoring that research or anything. So and
Yeah,
his Namor can't get to do. I guess he can.
it's
He
the
can
oh
walk
man.
and charge.
This is tough because Johnny has 5 activations and to Dutch's 3. It's
Yeah.
just this is a very uphill battle right now. And then of course, Johnny's gonna do an Imperious Rex charge here. He's got the
One
Namor.
more one more damage on Nebula would have been really cool there because then he could have just opened up with a spender into Johnny's Namor to kill her and hopefully get a double
Mm,
daze right away.
yeah. The that's I see what you're saying. Yeah, with octopus with octopus grasp. Armies of the Deep. Okay, Johnny's going. I think this is Imperious Rex. It looks like it is. So it means
Yep.
that he's looking for the damage. He's got the skull crit turning into crits for Namor, so that might be able to push damage through. Also, the stagger on damage is gonna be brutal, especially that with Dutch not having battlefield medicine. So not able to get rid of the stagger other than shaking it. So that's you're down from six actions next round to 5. Yeah.
Yeah, no battlefield medicine's a little rough, unfortunately, here.
What did he bring
Uh,
instead? What was that 5th card he brought instead?
Key Mastery.
No, he brought the Invader Leadership
Sit rep?
card. Yeah, he brought
Oh,
sit
yeah.
rep. He didn't need sit rep, right? Because there was like a gun line.
Right.
So I think that was like the wrong call. But of course, it's hard to know that when one team has a Thanos in their freaking roster, right? So
So it looks like Namor's staggered. And they're tied on the researcher. So they're gonna go.
it's
I
two
don't
to
know
one
if
again.
Johnny's Namor.
Oh, you're
Johnny's
right.
Namor might be able to roll on that.
Yeah, I think so. It looks in range. He is paying for it. So let's see if he gets it. He missed the first. He missed it with Zemo with the triple shield. Let's see if he gets it this time. Who he
He
does.
does, and he takes a damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stagger on Namor is pretty rough here.
Yep, I agree, Dan. This is Dutch has got a lot of work to do here in round 3. Okay. What is the I wonder what the thinking on the range 3 is for. Okay, okay. Schmid, easy there. There's a lot of good there's a lot of good shield players. I mean to do well with shield, uh you have to know there's a lot of timing. There's a lot of timing things you have to get right, and a lot of positioning decisions. So there's
So he opened up with on your left, and he's gonna try to get Bucky this time. He does get his flurry trigger. He might not get damage.
okay.
No, Bucky blocks all of it.
Wow. Well, he's going for it again. I would imagine, right?
So yeah, he gets the flurry trigger. So he'll get another free attack into him. Gets
Wow,
3 again.
Bucky is
Oh,
this
Bucky.
is crazy. With when you play Soldat, you like Bucky's already like a one of the higher priority. He pulls a lot of aggro for his threat. A lot of people want to take him down first because they don't want to be hit by gotcha backs in retaliation for dazing the rest of his team. And when Bucky gets Soldat on him, it makes him an even bigger target. But if Bucky like tanks all of the attacks,
He got him.
like there finally too many. That was way too many actions to go into Bucky. But basically, if Bucky defends like he has been and stays
Yeah.
out of danger, then your kind of whole team like functions in the way you hope it would.
Yeah, and now Cap's in like the middle of nowhere, not on any objectives, and he's just a target for Red Skull and Zemo, pretty much, right?
Yeah. Best he can hope for is an eye in the sky,
Yeah,
pulling him to safety. It looks like
he's
we're seeing eye in the
eyeing
sky someone
Namor.
else. So it looks like an attack was declared from Johnny's side into. I mean, had to have been into Namor.
Yep.
Off of the point, so it must have been Nebula declaring an attack into
Oh,
Namor,
yep.
right? So
That makes sense.
it means that Nebula no longer gets the rerolls. So Dutch is hoping that she doesn't roll the crits or skulls and gets a big spike without it. Oh, look at that. Dutch rolls 0 defense tech on defense on Namor. That's tough.
But he picks him up, so no
All
damage.
right. Okay, there we go. So Nebula gets to go again, though. That must have been a
I
builder or something like that, I think.
think Nebula forgot to heal when she activated too.
Ooh, yeah. So he missed the heal.
Yeah, Nebula's not getting any rerolls anywhere. None of Dutch's characters are on any objectives.
Yeah, right. It's funny.
But
That's
he's
funny.
gonna spend her because it just comes with the stun, right?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, just 6 dice is still good, even if you don't get to modify it.
Yeah. He's hoping for the stun if he doesn't
He does get.
heal
He
though.
does still get the reroll from Namor, his Namor though, so that's still a thing.
Yeah, he did take that.
Okay. All right. So let's see if it shuts down Namor here with 6 dice. Oh, he got triple crit here if he pops it.
He is popping it.
Yeah. Okay, so he's at
6 coming
6.
in.
Oh, Namor blocks
Oh,
4 with 2 crits.
Namor saying, "I'll just take nothing," maybe.
Oh,
He's got his.
he's got 2 rerolls here.
Wow.
All right, last
Uh,
chance. He might take nothing.
I mean, I think you're pretty happy
Yes.
about taking only one on a 6 damage attack.
Yeah, that's right.
And he did not hit the stun, surprisingly.
Yep. So, all right. Yeah, you got to be happy with that if you're preventing that with that massive block roll there. Okay. So let's see what is happening now. We're getting an attack. Maybe is it going to be Fury or is it going to be Namor with 5 dice? That's probably Fury going into Nebula
Yeah.
or
Like Fury just has a
Namor.
better chance with 2 actions, right?
Yeah, so it must have been in a Namor with 4 defense dice. So it's Fury and a Namor here, and he
It's a good
gains
hit.
some power. All right, so that was the builder. Namor Red just
I think
got he's
he
stunned.
wanted
There
one
we go.
more
We fixed
power.
it. We fixed it. I mean, they fixed it, so that's good.
Yeah. Dutch is rolling pretty good here, and Johnny got some good blocks.
Yeah, with that, I think there's a Pierce on this though. So
There is
is that enough? It's not. It's not. I'm not seeing enough right here.
no
All right, but he did get a bleed.
one,
Okay.
2, and a bleed. So that's like effectively a
He's
stagger, right?
gonna he's gonna pop the grunts out though, I think, because it will give him a character to contest the researcher again. So
Uh, yeah, I don't know about that. I might hold the power. Um, just because like Namor can negate it with his spender, right? Like he can just spender Fury and push the grunts off.
mhm.
Um, but
but Johnny's in a little bit of a situation with Namor because he is bleeding.
yeah.
So I don't know what do you do about that? You just do 2 attacks and then you just let him die.
I don't think he would hate just spendering either Nick or Namor to push the grunts off and then shaking the bleed.
So the one thing that's interesting here is that if his Namor does die, he will be able to play survival on Namor. Oh, but then okay, the Namor on Dutch's side could get him. Okay, that's funny. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Spender. You could do a Spender and do a triple displacement. That's pretty significant.
Yeah, I think you would want to spender Fury because the grunts are probably backstopped on the angle from Namor for the push.
Is the
Um,
is the push? Is it after before damage? It's a before damage push. So you can. So hold on.
yeah.
Why wouldn't you attack the grunts and then get Namor and Fury pushed?
I mean, I guess you could do it that way. You just attack the grunts. I was just thinking, like, get the daze on Nick Fury
Mm,
to threaten just removing him next round, right?
okay.
And then at the same time, it just deals with the grunts that are on the researcher.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, if you can.
I could,
maybe you just shut down, since you already don't have priority. Maybe you just shut down the Namor's activation, like Dutch's Namor, like so that he has literally nothing else to do this round, and then he's got Zemo and Red Skull to
yeah,
do whatever they want. That's I think that's what we are seeing.
yeah, that's very possible. He's popping his skull, whatever this is.
Okay, so he
He's got
has the
5.
builder. It must be the builder because he didn't spend the power. That's
He's got
big.
6 coming in. Yeah.
That's enough. Let's see if Dutch can convert. I think he survives if he converts both. He did.
Yep.
So
Takes 2.
living on one.
But
Oh,
now it's
oh,
awkward because he spenders the grunts and Namor dies.
yeah, guaranteed.
Yeah, I would let my Namor bleed out for that.
Yeah, fair trade Namor's, but yours got to activate and his didn't. There it goes. Oh,
Yep,
jeez,
that's exactly it.
Johnny just has his like he's gotta. He's just not. His foot is down on the max to the pedal, right? He's like pushing this game
Well,
through.
what if the grunts just don't die? I mean, he's got
Oh
other
my
characters.
goodness! Hey, but Namor dies still. Doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, his other characters will
yeah.
take care of them. That's kind of funny.
That is really funny. Actually, I've not seen. I've seen this before, but it's funny when it happens. Okay, so yes, Nick Fury being on 1 health, and then Namor dazing right there. I think you get pushed and then take the damage if I remember correctly, but I could be wrong. Other characters won't
The
suffer one.
damage happens and then the push,
So okay,
and
so Namor will be stuck there.
yes.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, I didn't realize. I completely forgot Steve was already. He was there because he was just.
Yeah,
So he
I
also
kind of
took a
forgot.
damage. So that was pretty. I mean, the spender did no damage on the roll, but it did 3 damage with the effect. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super rough.
That's the
Johnny's still got 2 activations to go. Yeah.
yeah, Steve. I mean, I see Red Skull maybe just going into Steve here, and if you get enough damage there, you could just like teleport Zemo right up to the point and just swing on. I don't know. There's a lot of shields. Just have a lot of different options here that are probably good, but I'd go with Red Skull first because maybe you could put Zemo in a spot to not have to pop Baron to get a ceiling level activation.
Yeah, we'll see how bloodthirsty Johnny is here, because like if he pops Baron to just like
Oh,
straight
look at that. They
away,
did that. You're right. You got the chat's right here. The Namor got pushed and he shouldn't have been pushed.
yep, he should not have been pushed.
I mean I think that I mean we'll see if it matters. Maybe it does matter, but like it also could easily just not matter because of how far he goes. So hopefully it doesn't have any in-game complications. All right, let's see what we're dealing with here. Looks like Red Skull is going into Steve Rogers, NASCAR Steve.
Well, it's starting with 2 crits. Didn't get him, but each have a reroll. He finds the shock.
Oh, that's nice, but I mean, I think that he's going for the kill here. Red Skull's just looking to get
Yeah.
4 power. I think that's really
Yeah.
like the main thing. Oh no, hold on. He doesn't even need 4. He only needed 3 because he could give Zemo. He could take one from Zemo if he really wanted to, but
Yeah.
just I think he's just gonna throw another attack into Steve here. I don't see why he wouldn't. The tree is size 1, so there's no cover benefiting from Steve there. Yep. I wonder what Johnny is thinking currently here. It doesn't. I don't see anything crazy. Any sort of different lines other than just like running characters away. I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably wondering how much he actually cares about dealing with those grunts this round.
I still like the line of just teleporting Zemo up right beside Namor, but maybe. I don't know what this. This is so
There's
funny. What are we
no
watch?
one knows what this is
It is
besides
the
Johnny.
double attack or something. I don't know what
Yeah,
the heck that is.
yeah. Like he doesn't want to leave the grunts alive because he doesn't want to get like double fury spendered
Something like
next
that.
round.
Yeah, funny. Oh my gosh, I've never seen that technique, that measuring technique before. That one was wild. Oh yeah, yeah. Pupper Papa Cole in the chat. Yeah, monkey clapping symbols. That's right. Funny.
Yeah, it's probably more accurate than we know.
The all right. So let's see. That one was actually actual trigonometry. That's good. Okay, yeah, yeah.
Trying to find the tangent to
Yeah,
the
the Pythagorean theorem and all
sarcophagus.
that. He's just measuring.
Yeah.
He's using the he's folding the tool and using the folded tool dimension or that length to a plus b equal whatever, a squared b squared c squared. What's find the hypotenuse?
Yeah, just say a bunch of terms. They'll all intermingle somehow, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. But yeah, just all the angles inside the triangle add up to 180. So bend the tool 90 degrees, and of course the longest side of the triangle is it the hypotenuse? I think it is. Come on.
It is.
And then
Yes, that
and
is
then yeah,
correct.
there you go. I mean you can do that, right? You start using your range tools like you're a freaking pirate sailing the seas, like you're just like twisting the freaking thing. Oh my gosh. Well, whatever. That's
My 10th grade geometry teacher would be very happy with us right now.
yeah, that's right. Okay, so all right, where are we seeing another attack from Red Skull maybe here? It looks like it was a big one.
Crits. Yeah,
Yeah, no
that is
blocks.
6 damage.
So Red Skull spend a power for the leadership and then gains 3 more, so he's at 5.
Yeah. Is he gonna port up Zemo here? Is that maybe what he was thinking about?
Oh, Cole, that's a good one, Cole. I love that.
If he ports up Zemo, like he can guarantee that he gets an attack on the grunts and maybe kills them to win the researcher, but at least Dutch doesn't win it.
Yeah. I mean, I think the fact that the points don't matter. The points have not mattered. The points will not matter in this game basically so just you need to maintain a point position to catch up, and if you do fall behind, you can't let them all go. But they, I guess he's saving Red Skull's activation for some sort of maybe a spender or just getting terrain throws. Oh, here we go. He is doing the
Yeah. Yeah, he's porting Zemo up.
yeah. Wow. If only someone called that line like 5 minutes ago. What a genius.
A strategic genius.
Oh shit. I fucking love it. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, yeah. So, all right, here we go. Jeez.
All
How did I
right,
miss
yeah,
that
so
one? Okay, good.
it was right there
I
for
know,
you.
I know what's right there. All right, so we're gonna see Zemo into the grunts. It looks like here. That's his only viable target, and then maybe flip the points. Let's see what happens.
He's popping his skull.
Yeah.
Uh,
No damage taken 2 on the grunts.
yeah.
He loses the power, but he has 2
Gain.
anyway, which is enough to charge if he wants to. The question is
Yeah.
he going to charge Nick Fury to do 1 damage and then flip the point? Oh no, he's already flipped the point. He is charging.
He's charging. Okay. Yeah, Johnny's just gonna kill everything.
Or he could be spendering. Because he has I'm a
Oh yeah,
Baron
that's fair.
still. Yeah. Oh, no. It looks like he's lining up the charge. Oh man, Cole. Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely. I definitely want to create more YouTube series content. That's my. I got good feedback on that, so just stay tuned for more. All
Looks
right.
like Nick's going down.
Okay.
This is a 1-point game, so it's close.
Okay. Yes. 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 That's fair. On the board, it's looking pretty. It's looking pretty close. But Dutch is in. He's in tabling range here. Johnny's. All the math is telling me it's going to be a tabling.
It is looking that way. Johnny has had blood in his heart today. I played him this morning,
Oh,
and he played Web Warriors and Black Cat one shot Zemo round one. So,
your Zemo?
yeah,
Oh my goodness, that's incredible.
I should have worn Dutch. I,
I
I
mean,
dropped the ball there.
that's funny. It's like the whole man. I love talking about that because it's like the whole freaking roulette table situation, right? I forget the freaking terminology, but it's like if like you're rolling hot, I guess like I guess that maybe that's the terminology. Johnny's like rolling hot, so this game is gonna be also hot. I don't know.
Johnny is not survivaling Winter Soldier. Come on, Brady. He can't. He can't got your back or anything if he does that.
Yeah, yeah. There's no real point to play survival, right? There's no Nebula can't play it.
Uh, yeah, probably not. Is Soldat not a reactive superpower? It's not. It's that's funny. The compelled
Oh,
minion
what's
thing.
the why? Oh.
Because compelled minion has the innate symbol,
Oh,
not the reactive
so
symbol.
you can play. Wow. So, but that only is when you attack
Red Skull, yeah.
Red Skull. So he
That is
still
funny
can't. He
though.
still can't got your back, but he can do this reactive attack. But it's going into Red's. Oh yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yep. It circumvents the whole survival downsides because it's innate rather than a reactive.
Yeah,
It can be
that
played on
is correct.
Emma's turn too. Yeah, very cheeky. Okay.
Of
So,
course you would know that, Brady. Of course you
yeah,
would.
that's right. That's right. Okay, so this is Dutch going with a big dice pool and limited results.
Um,
Two successes on a total of 9 dice.
is it Steve? Yeah, it's Steve going, right? He on your left, and then he came up and he's
He's
hitting
also
someone.
paid for the full rerolls on his kit, and then he also is going to get the invaders or he's going to get a. No, he's not.
No, that's defense.
Yeah.
So paying for all of those rerolls, he still only comes with a 4, unfortunately.
Mm, that's tough. Getting basically having 9 dice. Did he have
He's
how much was that? Was that 7 dice with a couple crits? Either
yeah.
way, I think so. But yeah, 7 dice.
Um,
So 7 dice
he
full reroll netted 4 results, lower than you'd expect, I think, especially with unlocked skulls.
and he doesn't hit his wild triggers, which is really unfortunate.
So he's going for another attack,
This is a better attack.
and, and it was the builder. The builder has more successes potentially here. There it
Doesn't
goes.
this flurry.
Ooh,
Uh,
but he's pushing through 3, I think. Oh man.
oh
Oh
God.
wow, double conversion on the Namor rerolls. So he takes only 1 damage there.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been nice to remove a model.
Yep. Okay. So let's see. What does Johnny do here? I mean, he has lots of options that seem good. Steve is on the point, but he's already activated.
Yeah, so Eye in the Sky is online again.
So you maybe want to consider baiting that out or doing something that doesn't screw over your activation if he does end up playing it.
Yeah. Um, I mean, I don't see why Johnny wouldn't just go with Namor. Um, I guess Namor's not really in. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, go in the
Namor
Namor's.
could kill Steve. Because if he eyes right away, then he still has charge online.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, I like that. You're right. I think that is the better play. You don't Namor kind of gets screwed over by Eye in the Sky actually because of his attacks are both range 2, and the charge of course is. Oh, hold on. Wait, what happens with the Imperious Rex charge in from if he does that and then Eye in the Sky? He
So
obviously
he
loses the
would,
stagger thing, but he still has 2 actions left after he does that, right?
yeah. But since like he's starting in range,
You don't need to worry about that.
yeah, yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, and of course Namor has the least amount of health left. Nebula has only 2 health left, but she's healthy, so she like if she goes down, she probably gets an activation while she's injured. Okay, what is he looking at here? He's looking at.
I think Johnny's like really wanting to remove a character before they activate, but like I is gonna make that kind of difficult.
Hmm. He's looking to
Like,
borrow power off of Bucky to place in a spot where Eye in the Sky will not give Dutch the benefit the significant benefits.
yeah, he's gonna have to put himself really out of position to do that, which he's probably just okay with doing. Um,
The shock on Namor on Dutch's Namor would be very significant as well.
yeah.
Also, he could play Cosmic Obliteration to what
Uh,
could do. Is there anything good on that card for Namor? Incinerate,
oh
Hex.
yeah, any of them would be nice. I mean, at this point, just don't root him because he's got 10 power.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if you're
Incinerate.
gonna try and kill him, just incinerate him. But
Man, the Hex is still. I feel like the Hex is so bad.
yeah, Hex is great. Like just I would hedge my bets and probably just hex him. That way, I'm looking for a shock, and then he's just super sad. You don't even have to worry about him.
Yeah, Hex is great to put on an opponent because it affects their attacks and defense, not just their defense. So if they do survive, their clapback against you is going to be dialed down from the Hex. So
Yeah.
especially since this game is probably going 6 rounds, so it's like having a Hex Namor on the board over this back half of the game is way less of a threat, like you're saying. So, yep.
You think it's gonna make it to 6 rounds?
You think it's going down next round?
Yeah. If Dutch still has a model on the board after round 5, I will be surprised.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I think that's the more likely situation, especially since we're literally at the halfway point of a 6 round game, and everyone is already clustered together, so there's no round one to have to uh, position on. So yeah, I think the logic. He's more than half his characters actually. He's got like he's only got 3 injured characters left, which is I don't know, like 62% of his team is dead, or is yeah, 62% of Dutch's overall health pool is gone, something like that. So yeah, let's see. Johnny's just trying to figure out the best. You don't want to get this far in the game and then throw it away by activating making a poor activation decision. So he's just
Yeah,
looking at
absolutely.
the most damage. I think he's gonna come to the Namor conclusion here, like you were saying. But
Yep. Looks like he's pulling power off Namor, so we're getting a charge.
ooh,
That's interesting though. Why charge before I?
because he wants to onto Fury to basically really force out the he put Fury in a spot that he's so far out of the game, and then you get to do your double reroll attack because Zemo's right there, and then use the short advance trigger to get yourself away from Fury, and then now Fury has to spend a move action to do anything, and when you're down on models and down on potential points, having to spend move actions to get back in the fight is just absolutely devastating. I think that's like the sequence
Yeah.
that Johnny's trying to bait out here. Let's see who he goes
Uh,
into.
yeah, and it's funny. I think he's actually looking at like if Fury goes away from Namor, then he's just closer to Red Skull. Um,
Yeah, that's also true. So, but looks like Dutch is opting to. He's looking at Eye in the Sky into the mix, which I think that's the correct out, even
yeah,
though it is pretty bad. It's very dangerous. Look at that. Johnny's got him in a
yeah.
spot where Dutch can't really.
Well, and it's Like,
Ooh,
I get what Dutch is measuring here. Like, he doesn't want to be in the range of anything he doesn't have to be. But also, Namor has enough to Spender Steve and push Fury closer to his models.
that's very true. That's a very dangerous spot.
But so with Fury, did he place Fury out of two or
I
leave him
think
into? Because
I wish I saw. It was very close. I wish I didn't check.
because if he uh, I mean Namor still gets his uh. Oh no, I guess he doesn't still get
So
his
he went
attack.
into Steve because he must have. So he must have been out of two.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
Steve paid for extra dice, and he looks like he's gonna be blocking it. So one thing that Dutch is doing is he's rolling his defense dice at the same time that Johnny is rolling his attack dice. Which, when you're playing against Red Skull Cabal, you want to
Yeah.
avoid that because Red Skull Cabal gets to decide. They decide if they want to use skulls as crits before the defender rolls their dice. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful about rolling your defense dice before the
Yeah.
attacker rolls theirs. Just like roll during the proper sequencing, and that's all.
Yeah, you're giving the Cabal player better knowledge of what to do, right? If you roll your dice. Um, so he surfed towards him, and now he's gonna Spender someone.
Okay, not
He's popping
great.
the skull this time.
Okay.
So he's got 5 before his rerolls.
Okay, so I say not good. It looks not good on paper or whatever, just like looking at it. But he's now got 6. Oh my goodness, that's such a good roll.
Yeah.
All right, 6. Oh man, Fury blocks 2, so it takes 4, and the wild push away from everyone from that's within 2 of Fury. Every enemy. Yeah. Hmm. So Namor ultimately pushes 5 damage through on his activation. Alright, looks like Nick Fury is going to go here.
I don't think these grunts are gonna last long when Nick takes 1 damage.
That's why he's going with Nick right now, but his intention uh, is to kill Namor, take him down with him. Oh man, this is. Man, Nebula's totally gonna just kill Steve Rogers, and Namor is gonna get kind of dusted by whoever is remaining on Johnny's side. So let's see what happens with Nick into Namor. Holy moly, that's overkill.
Yeah, that's gonna be a dead Namor. But
Oh,
someone
dude,
has his back.
dude, did you see that? I didn't see that until just now, until he put it
I,
out.
I can't imagine Dutch forgot about that. Like he
Yeah. Oh
measured.
yeah, he did put that 5 out. So Dutch knew this was inevitable.
Yeah.
So yep, this is a got your back with Bucky.
And look
Oh,
at
that was
those
just a
Bucky dice.
devastating roll. Holy moly, that was significant.
He'll just roll basically perfect.
Yeah, and that's it. There's one. Yeah, no matter
Yeah.
what, Nick was taking 1 more damage. Okay, that was look at that. Bucky taking out four human beings with 1 gun.
Yeah, I mean maybe Dutch was a little tilted and like forgot in the moment when he declared the attack. I don't know.
No, that's hard. It's hard to. Well, I mean, what would you do here? You move. You do. Do you move Fury? Do 1 attack into Bucky, and then like it's
Yeah,
die anyway. It's
I don't know. Like the only other option, right, is to move further away from Bucky and then shoot.
okay. Yeah, you're
But
right.
it's
You're right.
not any better, right? Because like
It's
Zemo's
ugly.
still here. Yeah, I guess he was
Yeah,
just
yeah. So there
hoping.
was. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so you're right that there was a better line there, but it's still just It's
It
hard to see
delays the
everything
inevitable.
clearly. Yeah, yeah. It seems it's hard to figure.
Dutch was in like praying mode where he was hoping Bucky whiffed so that he got a second attack to take out Nebula or Zemo.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we have Winter Soldier going. He's healing one. No, sir. What is he doing? What am I missing? Red Skull just lost a power, and Winter Soldier gained a power, and then Red Skull lost a power, and Winter Soldier lost a power. Oh, okay. He put. Okay, I see what happened. He. No, I don't see what happened. Okay.
I mean, Red Skull is just spending power to.
Okay, there we go. He spent.
Wait.
He spent. I see. Yeah, I see. He spent Winter Soldier's power. There it is, all the four, and then he corrected it because he wanted to adjust how much power Red Skull used
Yeah,
versus Bucky. Okay, so now he just spent some of Bucky's power. He's now cosmic obliterating, putting incinerate onto Namor.
and he's gonna go for the kill.
Yep. So let's see if he pops a skull here.
Only 3.
Do we think that Nebula not being able to contest is overblown as a reason she isn't seen more? That's a good question. I think I don't know.
I mean, it depends on what your team's trying to do, right? Like if you're going super tall and you bring a 2 that can't score, then it can become a problem faster than if you have all of these models like Shiny does.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think that's the more characters you have, the better Nebula fits in, and because the scoring aspect is has a lower and lower impact on your overall positioning. So I think she fits in. She fits in best. Her best spot is in this wide cabal list. I
Well,
think so. I mean, Guardians. She's also awesome in Guardians too. So.
it does look like Dutch is going to get a Namor activation because he's got Brace to be able to live here. But Namor's hanging by a thread here now, too.
Shocked and incinerated. All right.
And, like, yeah, like, you can go back this way and try to kill Zemo and Nebula, but Johnny smartly left the power on Bucky to be able to Hydra Tactics once he gets power from Soldat activating, so you probably still get shot twice.
Very, very clever. Yeah, yeah. So having the one on Winter Soldier is a little deceptive because yes, you're right. Soldat will give him the second one needed. You're a good call. Oh, dude, yeah. This
Yeah,
is
that's rough.
these are the rough ones when you're it's like, all right, my only out is one shotting and you roll like really bad. That happens a lot. Okay.
Well, he's hitting whatever he's hitting for. Oh, extra reroll for 1. So he's staggering something. I imagine Zemo. Nope, Nebula. But if she's in 2, oh yeah, she's in 2 of Zemo. So now he can spend her Zemo and hope for the double KO or double days. But
Oh,
then he's
yep,
just
yep. Oh wow, I didn't realize he only put one damage thrown. Okay, yes, I see what's happening. All right, yeah, that's right. Spender, Zemo. Yeah, Zemo spending 2 for Master Swordsman defensive rerolls.
yeah, and he might just get counterstruck to death here,
I
right?
yeah, I
Oh
was
no,
just
Zemo
thinking the same
Zemo
thing.
has no power. I guess he'll gain power.
Yeah. Oh, he looks like Zemo is gonna have enough for the clapback.
Yep.
Maybe.
He's got 6 coming in. Zemo's definitely living. Right now on 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is the perfect chance to clap back.
And they're going to do the order wrong here again. So she'll push and take a damage.
Okay.
At least they've both done the order wrong now. It balances out.
Yeah. All right. So now Zemo, here's the counter strike, dude. Johnny's got
This
just.
would be rude. This would be rude if it kills him.
Oh man.
Nothing.
Okay. 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 Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, if you lose two models, like you get two of your models KO'd on your opponent's activations back to back, basically. Just like, it's like, I don't know. Dutch is a very he's played a lot of games. He plays more games than the vast majority of people, and so he has dealt with the highs and lows of this game and dice wise. Funny story that he has experienced is that he has lost an immortal Hulk from full health with a single action from Moon Knight. Pretty crazy.
I saw him mentioning that the other day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Bucky's first shot whiffed.
Okay.
Hits the rapid on this one with a skull pop. This one probably doesn't whiff. Oh, well.
Four. Oh, good block from Dutch.
Yeah, it's okay. You can reroll skulls. Why is he rerolling blocks?
I'm not sure what's happening. I think he grabbed the dice by mistake. He rolled too many dice. That's what happened. Maybe.
No, he had a crit.
Okay. He's
fine.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so he should have 3 blocks. He has 4 blocks. He should take no damage here. The dice messed up there because of how he
picked them up, but he has 4 blocks.
Yeah, that should be 0 damage.
Okay. Looks like it was. But a bleed. And rapid fire. No leadership to pop here, so let's see if he just can push through 4 into 3. And he's got a kill on the board. Let's see if the defense hold up. Oh, they're not holding up. He needs the defensive rerolls.
Yeah, he needs at least one of these to live. He does live.
Oh no. Bleeding, shocked, incinerated on 1 health. Yikes.
It's not a great situation.
It is suboptimal. Yeah.
Especially with Zemo still to go.
Yeah. Zemo's he's on cleanup duty here. Alright, so we're looking at another Hydra Tactics, maybe?
I don't think he should have the power to do it. He should be on 0 power because he popped a skull and then he only did 1 damage to get a power back. Yeah, so Bucky's on 0 power.
Okay, oh, okay, that's what I saw then. This power spend was exactly what you just said. Okay. Alright, here we go. This could be the game right here with I Am a Baron. Do you pop I Am a Baron right here? And just go for it?
I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Like, yeah, Namor should take the damage. Yeah. Okay, they're caught up. I don't know. Like, you already have 2 power. Like, just kill Namor and see what happens.
There it goes. No, he's going all in. All right, so how much does he have? He gets 4 power here, so he has 6?
No, he healed to full.
Oh, he did the heal. Okay, fine. Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Because he was in danger of
not
being
nearly as
disabled.
flashy, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so he's Master Swordsman. Who would you Master Swordsman Steve here, right? Because he has less dice, yeah, to do it again in Namor.
It's greedy and unnecessary, but sure.
It is unnecessary. That is correct. No fails, so yeah, I don't know if he's gonna get it. It's gotta get the rerolls here.
Yeah, he definitely attacked Namor, right? Because he only rolled 3.
Okay. So
he didn't Master Swordsman that? Okay.
Oh, okay. Now he's spending 2 to attack again with Master Swordsman.
Yeah.
Into...
oh, and yeah. This should.
Oh, okay, that's gone. Who is it? Did he go into Namor though? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it goes. Okay, I mean, very reasonable. I mean, I don't know. I would have just got into Steve. Dude, Namor has freaking bleeding. He has nothing. He had 1 action. Steve could kill this whole team. Like, Steve... you know what I mean? Like... You get everything you get as a ricochet. You just one-shot everything multiple times. I don't know. Like,
yeah,
is that possible?
I like the optimism. He's knocked out tyrants over 200 times.
Oh, good.
4 more times,
yeah.
right? Like,
yeah, 4 more. What is 4 more times? That's right. Good call. All right. So we have Dutch going here, I think. Or well, hold on, we're not done yet, I guess.
Uh,
They might just be calling it. I can't like this is like if you're in this
yeah.
board state, you might just say it's over. So let's see. Dutch, I don't know if Dutch is the kind of player who will just play until he can do this all day, you know.
I mean, this cap can't. He doesn't have that.
Nah, no, he goes to bed at 8 p.m.
Yeah, he's. Yeah. Looks like they're going to another round.
All right.
They scored 4-1 that round.
He gets to move the thing, so yeah, it's putting him in a pretty good scoring position.
Yeah.
Two, he could score two. He could score four. I mean, four. Yeah. Even if he scores the middle meteor and the back researcher, he's still down by 1 point because Johnny will score the other meteor.
Yep.
So I don't know if there's a way here.
I mean, Dutch is measuring to try to flurry into everything, like you were saying.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, if you mathematically have an out left, you might as. I mean, you can play it, even regardless of if it's below one
Yeah,
percent or otherwise. So
absolutely. Well, that attack is not gonna do a lot. I think this is into Zemo, who
okay,
doesn't get cover because he got.
he needed a ricochet here to really things set things up, and it's not
Yeah,
coming, and so
give it another shot. That is a better roll from both of them.
man. All right. He flips the point.
Hold on the point. Yep.
Okay. So Dutch is letting. It looks like he's playing this out to allow Johnny the opportunity to officially table him. I think. I mean, if I was in Dutch's mind state right now, I would be just that's what I would be thinking.
Yeah.
So let's see it. We're watching. Well, let's watch it happen. I guess. Who's going?
It's got to be Buck, right? Like he's just gonna close it out.
Maybe. It's okay. Two. That's two damage showing right now. The leader goes down last here, is what we're seeing. He's using Hydra tactics.
Okay.
He's trying to get within range one,
Yeah.
and he doesn't get it. That would have been an extra reroll.
But he's in range to give him the old kick.
Yeah, that's right. 7 dice here with a follow up with his gun.
That roll looks like it might do it. He's
Oh,
up there.
yeah, that's gonna be devastating. I think that's
Doesn't give him
it.
4-2. Right now he's dying. Oh, he's gonna make another character do it.
No, no, dude,
Oh,
he's
but
got
he
the
gets
follow. He's got
the
the follow
assault
up.
rifle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Ugh. Right.
yeah. Here we go. Just put him out of his misery.
Yeah,
What's
get
the
off that.
what's that? Gosh. Winter Soldier killing Steve here is so like that's pretty thematic. Uh, what's that saying they had for each other in the movies?
He
Gosh.
doesn't do it. He doesn't do it.
Oh no, he didn't do it.
And he pushed him off the
Oh yeah,
objective.
yeah.
So now Nebula's less effective. Come on, Cap.
Dude, there's that saying where it's like don't take all the stupid or something, right? It's like in the first Avenger movie. It's like, how can I? You're taking all the stupid with you. Damn it! I wish I knew the quote.
I don't know that.
Oh man, I mean, I haven't seen the movie in like years now, so
Look at all these suboptimal plays by Johnny. He doesn't even place on the objective to try to take it. Like, come on. I'll laugh when Cap takes no damage from this size 2 throw. Oh, darn.
All right, here's the quote. Don't do anything stupid, Bucky says to Steve. How can I? You're taking all the stupid with you. Pretty funny. All right, cool. Cool way to end the game. There we go. All right. Let's jump in there, chat.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hi, hello.
Hey,
All right. Yeah, so the game went really well for one player, and then Dutch Dice. I mean, what? All right. So Dutch, tell us what happened, or tell us what your thoughts were with the crisis and your opening round.
so I liked the crisis. I was expecting to deal with Thanos and was surprised when he didn't play Thanos. Had I thought he'd play Namor, I should have taken Battlefield Medicine instead of Sitrep,
For sure.
but
Yeah.
but I didn't know that going in. And then I was hoping that like Shang-Chi going down round one was surprising to me. I wasn't expecting Red Skull to just blue blanks, just double tap him dead. Um, the rerolls and such were all fantastic. But I just overestimated Shang-Chi's ability, and I think I should have just instead of staying up there, should have pulled him back into the bunker and just basically dared Red Skull to come up and take the researcher and the middle point. Um, and that's ultimately what I should have done round one instead of play Shang-Chi more aggressive while holding everyone else back. I just basically sent Shang-Chi in to die.
Yeah, like this team just pukes out so much damage, and like you're not like the double reroll plus skull crits or whatever. He's like rolling like 8-ish die attacks generally for like until he pops the first crits. With like how the math works on that, and it's yeah, I can just go over the top of Sean easily. So even if like whatever, and like you had the very clever play of using Eye in the Sky to like bring him forward too into like that as well, and I was like, oh, okay, this might get close, but we got there.
Yeah.
So
And I was also hoping that like if one of them doesn't work, that they then go and go cool and throw Red Skull away from like towards my team and away from yours, where the rest of my team would just be able to pile on him and just kill him.
yeah, I
But
would not have enjoyed that. Yeah, no.
unfortunately it didn't work out. And then just the amount of times it's like, hey, here's a 6-die attack for me, and it's 2 successes. Good talk.
Yeah,
Does
you
it-
definitely had like two really critical ones of those that like absolutely
yeah.
proved the
And
benefit.
I because I messed up my round one as I did, I needed dice to start going more my way towards the end, and the dice unfortunately didn't, and that's just the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I really liked the way you played Chong. Actually, I think you both played really well round one, and it just worked out for Johnny and didn't work out for you.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I think you mentioned already playing more conservative and not putting a character on the researcher was like the only decision point that was like uh, could have gone either way type of thing. And when the points are this low, they barely matter. Just like maintaining a parity or close to it was is like if I think that maintaining a better board state is more important than points for a lot of the game. So
Yep.
yeah.
And
So it's
even
tricky.
and especially with that last one, if he wanted to take the research or the origin bomb, would have had to commit Red Skull up to do
Yes,
so.
yes,
And if he wants to commit his Red Skull up into the middle of the table, away from all his rerolls, away from Spetnaz training, then deal.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
no,
I'll
not
give
gonna do
him the
that.
full
Hard
point.
pass.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
and
that
I should have
yeah.
just
I
realized
think
that's
that
not going to happen and played defensively.
yeah. There's way too much hindsight here, but like if you even if you didn't like go use Eye in the Sky at all and just let Red Shang-Chi die and then move your researcher back into your bunker and then ran Shang-Chi to the like to hide for a round, like it would have. I think that was also a viable situation where you could just. If you're ahead by 1 point, all you need is the researcher and one meteor, and for the rest of the game, if you hold that the rest of the game, you'll win out. Of course, your characters have to survive and all that, but it's tough to do against attrition teams. But yeah, it's tricky because it could have easily gone the other way. And of course, when Johnny has two strong rounds back to back, round 1 and round 2, like uh, it's hard to come back from. It's just it's a strong team on both sides. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I do appreciate that we were still able to have some fun at the end with just
Yeah.
let's
The
have
Steve
let's
chase,
have
yeah.
let's have see if Steve can knock out some brainwashing out of Bucky. Nope. Okay, let's see if Bucky can put him down. Nope. Okay.
yes, it was very thematic and fun at the end there. So that was pretty cool. Obviously, the brainwashing on Bucky has overpowered his personality and.
It's too strong.
Yeah, too
Are we
strong.
calling it fun to watch Red Skull beat Captain America? 'Cause
Well, I didn't. Okay, I put him
The
in
Empire
a
Strikes
giant
Back.
casket or whatever. Yeah, the casket was fitting, and he almost survived too.
Yeah,
I've been
Yeah.
so upset.
the casket is. Oh yeah, right. That's awesome. Wow, it's very thematic here. We're in a graveyard, and this is the final showdown. And
Yep, that's right.
yeah, that's right.
I'll
that's
come
right.
back and we'll face off round 1 of the next one, and we'll just
Oh,
do
God.
this as a rematch, and I'll come back that time.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's very possible. Yeah, although I'm probably not gonna be playing Cabal. I think I'm gonna
I'm
move on
probably
to
not
my
going to be playing
webs
Shield.
bullshit. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much for letting us stream the game, and thank you, Johnny, for running these events. And
Oh, no
Yep.
problem.
yeah, they're awesome. Lots of amazing players playing these. And Johnny, is this number 5 or
It is number 5, and it's my first win in the modern era.
the modern era?
Feeling
Nice.
pretty good.
That's awesome. Yes, that's awesome. So now you and Curtis are back to being tied. Is that my understanding?
That is correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're two players at the top of the mountain of total lunch meat victories. So. All right, cool storylines going into the next lunch meet. We'll see how that one turns out. But anyway,
Sure will,
guys.
yeah.
All right, well, thank you for the game, guys. So have a good night. Thank you, Nobility, for joining me on comms.
yeah, we'll play.
Thanks for doing that and filling in for Schmidt, who would have had a heart attack and died if he had been here.
He was being a poopy. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. That's all right though. Still love you, Schmidt.
All right, see you guys.
All right,
See ya.
bye.
All right, there we go. Another fun game. That was a blast. Thanks, Nobility. Pleasure as always. Let's see. In about 6 days from now, the season 15 finals are taking place. TBD on streamer. I think it's happening at 1 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday, but that will be a lot of fun to watch. So congrats to both players in this one, though, for making it into the finals. It's quite the accomplishment when there's 32 players. All right. Anyway, see you guys.